2. See if I can get some faces up here. Boom. You got faces. You write down some times real quick, and then let's check in with everybody. I have some additional announcements after we do this part, but I just want to upfront by saying if you're interested in seeing the GM side of things, where I set up fronts and threats and countdowns based on Apocalypse World, you can check that out on both Twitch by looking for Saga the Icelanders GM Prep, or on YouTube by looking for the GM Prep playlist. It's actually a pretty interesting system. Ben, how are you doing this week?
I'm good. I'm well. I might be good.
Digibullets.
I do have enough digibullets, hopefully, to get me through any dragon encounters or presidential ones. Yeah, I'm good. It was a really good weekend.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. Now there's like a hurricane going on outside. They're calling it a tornado, but with all the rain, I don't believe them.
That's reasonable.
So yeah, if I disappear, it could be storm related. Yeah, I'm good. Man, it was just a good weekend. Yeah, parties, pool,
Wasn't last week
stuff. Yeah,
I was in the middle of a storm and the show cut out midway. Man, that was infuriating.
Yep.
This is why you need to
when we do this show, we summon the storm.
Yeah.
You know, ironically, there's storms coming for me too. So yeah, this is why we all need to invest in a uninterruptible power supply so that we can just game on.
Obviously,
in spite of the thunder.
Yeah, the uninterruptible power supply will keep your local routers working as well once the power goes out there. I've heard that's how it works.
Yep.
Actually, so with Verizon, they go off of battery backup too. So it's all still going.
Just another reason that Verizon is better than Comcast.
Well, yes. That's not to say they're amazing.
It's backwards again. Damn it! I keep
Icelanding.
It was backwards, isn't it? Can you read
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it's good.
This isn't a mirror, Arthur. It's a camera.
No, here's the problem. For me, the camera is backwards.
Maybe.
So
it's backwards on Twitch. Yeah, it's backwards on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm not crazy. Yeah. See, it is backwards.
It's not backwards on Skype.
Okay.
No, it is backwards on Twitch, though. Yeah.
Why would Twitch just randomly reverse it?
It's not backwards on Twitch. It's backwards on my personal camera.
I'm just gonna pretend like I understand why.
Yeah,
sure.
No,
you
don't have to pretend. I don't know why either.
So it makes total sense to me.
Okay, good, excellent. All right.
Good with it.
We're going with that.
Tyler, how are you this week?
I'm doing quite well. I had half a weekend. We had a couple of friends visiting from Canada, which was awesome. Got to play with their kid for a little bit. My wife is pregnant with our first kid, so it's a good practice. It turns out I'm not a terrible father yet. I have to work at that for a few more years before I can accomplish that milestone.
The bar is pretty low nowadays.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so something to aspire to and all that. Yeah. So yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
It's fun. It sucks for about 6 months and then it gets fun.
Yeah,
that's
so I've
the
heard.
Truth.
Yeah. So I'm stealing myself. It's gonna be a bad winter.
Better be ready for Frozen 2, man.
I know. I gotta get up on my Elsa and whatever her other name is and like all that.
Really? You know Elsa, but not Anna? The important one, the one who the whole story revolves around, the Kirsten Bell one.
Yeah. Huh? What? There's a
it,
reindeer in there too, right?
Come on. I haven't seen the movie, and I know it's Elsa and Anna.
Elsa and Anna. Okay.
Don't worry. Don't rush it.
I'll write this one down, like right now. Elsa and Anna.
Just watch it.
I saw it like
listen,
once. So
if you haven't watched it, okay, just remember Prince Hans is pretty much the best character.
He's an awesome guy.
Yeah, he is a pretty cool guy.
Okay. All right. I'll remember this the next time I watch it.
Yeah, don't rush into that. You'll get enough of it anyway.
Oh, I'm quite sure.
Do you know if you're having a boy or girl yet?
We're not finding out.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be one of the classic surprises.
Painting the room yellow?
Yeah, basically. Going gender neutral for everything.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Your doctor turns to you and he's like, "Surprise! It's twins."
Exactly.
Well,
You
that
joke.
much we know, but yeah. So yeah, it was a good weekend. Got some good sleep in, which is awesome. Fixed my lawnmower. Turns out you got to put oil in it every now and then.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was very proud of
my
myself.
car needs that stuff too.
Jesus.
Oh man.
So it's been a productive weekend. What can I say? So yeah, doing well.
Laura, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I haven't had quite as productive a weekend as anybody else. I gather. Let's see. I've been running Pathfinder games locally. I've been working, and I've been working. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, the old trio: Pathfinder,
Yeah.
working and working.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's always fun, and organizing some more events at the store and running events at the store, working at the store,
Do you own a game
playing
store?
at the store. I'm in charge of the sort of wargaming, role playing sort of thing.
Ah, okay, gotcha. It sounded like you
So-
actually owned the store that you were. So that's the only reason I was asking.
Sadly, not that rich, but it's nice to work with your hobbies, sort of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Apart from having to deal with the sales reps from certain unnamed companies, let's just leave that out because they're probably going to sue me if I say. Yeah.
I'll take that segue. I forgot to mention that we started Crimson Throne in my home game, and it's awesome. Wow, is it cool? It's cool already. We're one
It's also
session in, and it's
mature as
great.
fuck, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's got some super dark themes,
Oh yeah.
super dark things.
Let me tell you
But,
about Reign of Winter, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited! I'm about to kill my entire party in Reign of Winter.
So it's a normal session of Reign of Winter. Then.
Yeah. Oh, they're up. They're in White Throne. They're heading up to Logrovich. That's gonna be fun. And the great thing is, there's like 9 of them that are playing. It's a massive game.
Man.
And so I'm gonna get to just kill them all. It's awesome.
I
Anyway.
will spoil my current game for anyone that's watching this and hasn't watched it yet and wants to watch my Reign of Winter stream. But one of the players got suggested, and the rest of the players got really suspicious of that player and locked him in a closet.
Oh my god.
And midway through, he escaped and is now furious. And
That's great.
And so it looks like the next session is going to begin with PvP.
Mhm.
And we all know that PvP is the best way to destroy a party. So,
Pretty much.
yeah.
Pretty
Speaking of
much.
which, I feel like this session tonight might have some PvP. We'll see. The
Ah,
system
Of
supports
course not. It's gonna end with hugs and
Everyone's
good
gonna
feelings
hug.
all around.
It's gonna be a giant orgy in the longhouse.
it.
And
Deploy
yeah.
the friendship cannon. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So some announcements. Let's see here. We have Jade Regent this week for the first time in a long time. Or to make a Frozen reference, you ready for this? For
Bring
the
it.
first time in forever.
oh my god.
Oh yeah, I know. It
Me
came
too.
down. Thursday, we're gonna have Mummy's Mass. There's only 2 more weeks of Mummy's Mass before one of our players goes to England. So we're gonna try to wrap up the book, and
You can still play from England. I did it.
yeah, that's 5-hour time difference.
Oh, so what I used to do is I used to like go to bed as soon as I got home, woke up at like 11 o'clock and started playing until the morning.
You know, I will
Wow.
ask him if he wants to alter the entire way he sleeps and lives just to participate 1 day a week. in a
Trust me,
tabletop RPG
trust me.
group.
After having lived over there for 3 years, totally worth it.
We'll see.
Yeah, our Friday night game, the guy lives in Germany and he gets up at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. to play.
Yeah. There's literally nothing going on.
He's already
on...
said that he will not be doing these crazy schemes. So, something else in a few weeks you might be seeing on Thursday nights. Perhaps another Apocalypse Engine world. I would really like to play Night Witches because the idea of having an all-female flight regiment using World War I planes to fight the Germans in World War II when they get jets and they're using propeller-driven planes to take them out.
That does sound kind of cool.
Yeah, man, 30-year-old equipment to fight top-end German bombers. That's how you roll, dog.
But seriously, getting back on the old topic, shame on those people. Here I am in Iceland, taking part in campaigns starting at midnight.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
Or you are exemplar of what it means to be dedicated to.
I'm a dedicated and professional gamer / nerd. Of course, you know.
Besides, what's he gonna do? Like go out and drink or something in the evening?
It's England.
So...
You could go out and drink in the evening. Yeah.
It's
everyone does that. Like it's just be different.
So just,
it's overdone. That's
hey,
I can't believe all these people that want to go out and drink all the time. It's like they enjoy doing it.
Do that at home, man.
It is
money.
a nation of alcoholics. Like I say that, and I love the British people, but they consume, like, you actually look at the numbers. They consume more booze per capita per person than any other country in the world by like fourfold or something. It's ridiculous. My liver couldn't take another 3 years out there.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Of course, I'm gonna lob a softball for you, Thor. You ready for this?
Yeah. Softball, okay.
If you guys want to participate in some games at APCon, named after me, AP, who is running it, you can find more information at APGaming.tv. Don't bother putting a www in there. If we get 50 tables, Thor gets to run the game he really wants to play, which is more Bone Keep.
What? We don't have 50 tables yet?
Of course
I don't get to...
We have 37.
Oh, come on. Everybody needs to join.
APGaming.tv. It's real.
I want to run Bone Keep too. Come on.
I know. I'm trying to do what I can.
Help me out here. VC of Iceland. How many conventions do you think I get to run? I actually had one of the largest game days ever last Saturday. It was, 14 people showed up, and as per usual, I'm the only GM. So 12 hours later, everybody had fun, and I was completely exhausted.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I had to split it up into two tables, get people to come back, and it was just everybody showed up.
You could say that that's hashtag Icelandic.
Oh, yeah.
Just got to keep that. I wore that hashtag Iceland hat during my GM prep. Because I didn't feel like wearing these super warm shoulder pads. They're so warm.
You sound so happy when you say it, too.
I could probably use those. I'm once again really happy that I don't have a webcam displaying the amount of clothing I'm wearing in the summertime in Iceland. I'm still wearing my normal clothes, and I have my, what do you call them? Just a robe, bathrobe or whatever. A Jedi robe.
Knights.
Yeah, and it's still freaking cold here because it's summer in Iceland.
I don't know how many people are going to get the Cheddar Knights reference. But if you did, good job. I think we're ready to start. You guys ready to go here?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Right. So, there was some concern as to how to present the time skip. I, being a anime historian and movieologist, both are official titles. Of course, I have degrees in both of them from the fake University of Me. I was concerned how to handle time skips. You know, there's always the Star Wars method, which is to do giant scrolling text on the screen with some bombastic music in the background. Or there's the anime way, which is to just skip forward and then in the course of everything be like, oh, hey, remember when that happened less than 5 years ago, but more than 3 years ago? And everyone's like, yeah, that's when I got my costume change. I've decided to go a different way. We're going to read a book together, and that's going to explain what happened in the intervening time.
All right.
So, we
that'll
have an
work.
official name for the campaign. It has been named by a viewer. So, it is now known as the Saga of Un the Old, because apparently all of the events revolved around Un destroying the lives of everyone she needed to take vengeance on.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm a fan.
Okay.
What can I say?
Alright.
Sounds good.
Seems appropriate so far.
Yeah.
Organize my papers here. Let's say organize. And we'll begin the reading. Very well. Excerpt from the Saga of Un the Old. And so it came to pass that the summer raids had come, and the bringings back were plentiful indeed. The strong visions of Un led the men to hunting grounds worthy of their time, and many handfuls of silver were brought back. However, the first shadow of misfortune had already fallen. For while Balder, son of Odin, was far afield, the fields of the village were poorly tended by lazy men and unmotivated thralls. The women did what they could, but to the men they were only foolish women. The women sighed and remarked how foolish the men would look this winter with nothing to eat. And when fall came, the women's sense came to pass. There was little to harvest on the return of Olaf, son of Olaf, and Balder, son of Odin. Olaf and Balder met, and for a time they discussed and drank. But when the king, who was fair-haired, sent another herald and demanded much gold and much time from Balder, who seeks to be Goli, the village sank further into decay. And all the while, Gurney the child met in secret with Eatlin, now called Eatlin Crushhands. For when he was crippled by his Huskarl, Olaf Olafsson, Eatlin Ruxson took it upon himself in spiteful glee to destroy the hands of those he left alive, in the wake of his victory over the men of the land of England. And so it was that Gurney gained an ally of strength, and her magic guided Eatlin Crushhands into a position of Huskarl, to compete directly with her enemy, Olaf Olafsson, who was an ally of the hated Un the Crone, now known as Un the Old. The conflict of these threads met at the wedding of Eatlin Crushhands to Laura Ingolfsdottir, at the farmstead 2 days down the road, where all of the village was invited. Most of the farmsteaders had gone along, hungry and tired, happy for the distraction and a chance for food before the harsh winter sets in. I feel like that's a really good recap of everything that happened off screen. Shit's real, by the way. So
Sounds like it.
So if you're wondering why things are so dark, the only person with farming knowledge and like the leadership able to direct the men was of course brutally murdered with his pants down during a thunderstorm. And half the village no longer respects the leadership of Balder Odin's son, because he declared himself to love money over things like honor.
He did do that.
So, I think we start on the road to the farmstead of Ingolf in Ingold. Father and mother of Laura and Simander.
Laura and Samander.
Yeah, those names sound familiar, don't they?
Yeah, I think I might need to shank somebody, or
Also
peacefully talk
present.
it out.
Yeah, also present is Thora Elfsdottir.
Which I assume is mother of Gurney.
Yes, mother of Gurney. And it
Alright.
turns out that they are sheltering a man named Heiti Holdbasin.
Heiti Holdbasin?
Yes.
Wait, is that the criminal?
Is it?
Well, so say the people.
No, that's Freaky.
Oh,
So did I hear right that Gurney has taken up with this Aitlin?
Oh yes. But remember, it's happening in secret, so you don't know about it.
Okay, fair enough.
But it's okay if you want to do something bad to both of them. I'd be really happy because he's going after my bride here. That just won't do.
Yeah, I'm confused. So did Aitlin not go with me as part of
he did.
my Viking crew?
When he came back, he used the money he made and Gurney's visions to guide himself into a position of Huskarl, now that there was basically an empty spot left behind by Baldur ascending.
I see.
Okay, so at the end of the last session, I kind of made a decision to start teaching more to Gurney.
Excellent.
So I'm assuming that this has been going on. She's been using basically the teachings that Un has been providing to further Aitlin, but I do not know that as Un the Old.
And she has been directly attempting to interfere in the magics in life of Un the Crone to get her out of the way.
Okay.
But you don't know about that because
I don't.
It's all acting in secret.
Yes, it is. Okay.
You may notice we have a blank map this time for the players. I'll be swapping over once they have some stuff down so that the audience can see what's going on. But what do you guys think this new farmstead looks like that you're heading towards?
So this is
the farmstead of Ingolf and Ingolds.
Well,
it's bigger.
It's bigger.
Farmstead.
It's bigger.
It's
richer.
It's not currently about to fall over.
That's a good point.
Okay, so we're heading off into this farmstead. First off, where do we think this is? Do we want to have this inland a bit, or we want to have another coastal town? What did you say the relationship was to this farmstead to us? Like this Ingolf is 2 days away. Ingolf and Ingolds are currently hosting the wedding of who?
Their daughter,
Laura.
To Aitlin. I was thinking they would be more inland and their wealth would be more from a great deal of land and having many peasants free folk and thralls, I guess.
I think
so. Are they more a farming community further inland?
I think that makes a lot of sense because in terms of our own, like, we're kind of a coastal farmstead, do a lot of raiding, but apparently we suck at like growing things. So I think it'd be an interesting contrast to see a place that basically is fully prepared for the winter and have food aplenty. So
We're gonna need to use some of that money of ours to get some food, or people are gonna start starving.
Speaking of money, I want to find the money amounts. How much did you make last time? You made quite a bit, right?
I made a bunch. Olaf wasn't as lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I made two handfuls of silver, but I gifted one of them to Aitlin to make him an ally of mine.
Yes.
And here he is marrying the person I've been seeking after.
What's interesting, though, and you can mark this down, is that because you have gifted him something, you now have a bond with Aitlin.
Yeah.
In fact, let's go ahead, because I feel like that's something we should do. All of you need to mark down that you have an additional bond with anyone you currently have a relationship with. So for some of you, you'll gain a new bond, and for others of you, you'll have 2 or more bonds. Well, I guess the max you could have is 2.
Oh, so we have an additional
bond with anyone you have a relationship with.
Okay.
So, just for reference, a handful of silver is an ounce of gold, a season of labor, a minor fine, a falcon or dog, a small feast, an unremarkable slave, or the bride price to make a marriage legal. 2 handfuls of silver is a large metal tool, a weapon, or a regular slave. So you can see that while Baldur brought back a good amount of money, he did not bring back enough to even buy a cow for the village.
I need a bigger boat. More men. We need to just dedicate our village to being Vikings. Everybody Viking.
That's right. Double down when things have gone wrong.
I
Yep.
agree. That's exactly it. Double down. To that end, I want to pick a second bond with my son, and I'm going to go with I have fought alongside them.
So you mean what you're saying is you want to pick another relationship?
Well, I thought that's what the way the bond worked,
No,
right?
no. The bond is you literally have a currency called bond, which you can spend to power certain moves.
Oh, I'm with you.
For
All right.
instance, the move that you're probably going to spend it most on is looking into people's hearts and asking questions.
Yeah, you're right. I remember those now.
Yep. So
Didn't-
when you look into your son's heart, you can spend bonds to answer questions.
Didn't you send us a cheat sheet?
I did.
Yep. It's actually still there.
Did it pop up for you guys? I did show to players. I don't know.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
looking in the email. My bad. It's in Roll20.
It's in
Yep.
Roll20. Yep.
Is
Yep.
here. Is there any
Okay.
way to make it like full screen in Roll20?
Yeah. When you open it up, when you put your mouse over it, there should be like a magnification glass. You just click on that, and it'll.
Yeah, it's still only like a quarter of my screen.
You should be able to right-click on it, save the image, and download it, and then you can
Oh, yeah,
do what you want with that.
That works.
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.